Hi, today we're going to be doing slope and similar triangles. Joe and Kelly are each going to find the slope of a graph shown by comparing the ratio of the rise over the run. Now remember, rise over run is the same thing as the change in y over the change in x, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, in order to find the slope of a graph shown, Joe chose the points 0, 2, and 2, 4 to make right triangles. Draw these triangles on the graph. So we're going to start at 0, 0, and then we're going to go over 2, up 4. And we are going to make a triangle. So I'm going to make my triangle just like this. So what we're going to do first is we are going to use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to find what the slope is, and then we're going to prove it by doing rise over run. So remember, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so I'm going to go 4 minus 0 over 2 minus 0. That's 4 over 2, which is 2. So let's see if that's what we get. So if we do rise, remember, count the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4, and we went over 2. So that is 4 over 2, which reduces to 2. So see how you get the same thing doing rise over run as you do using the slope formula. Okay, in order to find the slope of the graph shown, Kelly chose the points 2, 4, and 5, 10. So again, let's draw that one. 2, 4, and then 5, 10. So here is Kelly's. Let's get a different color. All right, so now let's use the slope formula and see if we get the same slope using rise over run as we do the formula. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, so we're going to do 10 minus 4 over 5 minus 2. And that equals 10 minus 4 is 6 over 3, which is 2. Okay, so let's come over here. Our rise then is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that exactly what we got there? And 6 over 3 equals 2. Okay, so what that is saying is that how are Joe and Kelly's triangles related? Well, they're similar. So the triangles are similar because the sides are proportional. And they have the same slope or rate of change. Explain why we can use any 2 points on a line to find the slope of a line. Okay, the slope of a line is constant. Notice how it's a straight line, right? It didn't go all wonky like this. Okay, so it's constant. So any 2 points on the line will have the same slope. Okay, next part. Based on what we know, which of the following triangles would also lie on the graph above? So we're looking for the one that has a slope of 2. So we remember we're doing y over x. Okay, change in y over change in x. Remember, this is y. This is x. Y, x. Y, x. So let's see. Let's start with A. So on A, that's 26 over 14. Now, does 26 over 14 reduce to 2? Well, let's see. That would be 13 over 7. Divide them both by 2, and we get 13 over 7. That's not 2. So let's look at B. Now we're going to have 36 over 18. 36 over 18 is, oh, look, it's 2. And let's try C and see if it works. 30 over 12. Well, let's see. 2, how about 6? 6 goes into there 5 times, and 6 goes into there 2. Well, that's not 2. So it has to be B. So B, oops, different color. B would be the triangle that would also lie on there. So if we went and drew that triangle on here, it would fall right on that line, and it would have the same slope. All right, flip the page. Okay, on this one, draw 2 different sized triangles that could be used to find the slope of a graph, and label the rise over the run. Explain the relationship between the triangles. Okay, so we're going to draw just any 2, any random 2. Now the thing is, you want to be sure they go through a vertex, meaning like a corner. So like I could use 0, 0. So this is going to be triangle A. So I'm going to use 0, 0. And then I'm going to use 3, 4. Now notice what they're counting by here. They are counting by 2. So 2, 4. We went up 4, not 2. So it would be 3, 4. Okay, so that's going to be one of my triangles. This time I'm going to go this direction. Okay, then I'm going to pick another one. And they don't have to, I'm going to use that one. And well, let's see. Maybe not. Maybe I will use this one and this one. So this time I am going to draw this triangle going like this. Now as long as you pick points that are right on the vertex or on a corner, then you can put them, you can choose any of them. I just chose those 2. So this one would be at 3, 4. So that's triangle B is at 3, 4. And this one would be at 9, 12. So we're going to do x1, y1, x2, y2. So that's going to be 4 minus 0 over 3 minus 0, which is 4/3. So let's see if we get 4/3 when we do this one. So that's x1, y1, x2, y2. So that's going to be 12 minus 4 over 9 minus 3, which would be 8 over 6, which reduces to 4/3. So see, any 2 triangles will work. Let's now do rise over run. So now we're going to do rise over run. Okay, which really is just the change in y over the change in x, which is the same thing as this. Okay, so my rise here, so this is for A, would be 4 over 3. And for B, I am going to go up 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. And I went over or I went up. Okay, Miss Weaver, get this right. I went up 12 over 8, which reduces to 4/3. So you get the same thing either way. And I'm going to label my triangles. This is A and this is B. Okay? So all this is saying is that if you use the formula or rise over run, you should get the same slope if you did it right. Okay, so on this one right here, which of the following triangles would also lie on the graph below? So the first thing we need to do is choose where it crosses at a vertex. So I chose that one. So that is 2, and that is 3. Okay, so we are looking for the one that has 2/3. That is our rise over our run. Okay, so now remember, just like we did a few minutes ago, this is y, this is x, y, x, y, x. So I'm going to do 30 over 55. And this is triangle A. So 30 over 55, what does that reduce to? Well, if you don't know, that's where you take your calculator and you go 30 divided by 55. But it gives us a decimal. So I want a fraction, I go to math, enter, enter, and I get 6/11. That's not 2/3. So now I'm going to do B, which would be 28 over 45. Again, I can come over here, 28 divided by 45. I get that. I go to math, enter, enter, and I get 28 over 45. It doesn't reduce. So then I'm going to go to C, 26 over 39. So 26, nope, that's 29. 26 divided by 39, enter, and then I go to math, enter, enter. Oh, look, 2/3. So that's the same as this one. So my answer is C. Okay, now we will do these two in class, and that's all for today.